Hi, and welcome to another episode of the FindFocus show. Today I will talk about a topic that I already covered before, but I think it's so important and so undervalued that it's important to have another episode about this. And it's again about consistency. And I think the most important aspects in your life that you have to nail down, that you have to get clear, are your goals and who you want to become. And this is something I undervalued like for almost all my life until I started this podcast, because I always thought it's my goals are about like all the things like monetary goals, like how much money I want to make, like what kind of jobs do I want, what kind of job do I want to have, like what kind of lifestyle I want to have, like a family, like what kind of house I want to live in, and so on. But I always neglected this part about like what is the character that I have to build to attain all these things. And before I was really all about this Pareto principle as well, but and trying to figure out like how can I get the goals that I have the most efficient way, the most effective way. But I always neglected the part about the identity I have to build to get these goals, to realize these goals. And after reading Atomic Habits, I got really clear that it's really about building the identities, and then I will attain the goals no matter what. And if I have the right identity and build the right character and do the right practices, like I will be successful whether I reach my goals or not. And I remember a quote from Jim Rohn who said, like, set the goal to become a millionaire, not because of the $1 million you make, but because of the person you become on the way to achieve this goal. And this is all about building the right habits, building the right beliefs. That's something I'm actively working on right now, doing the Hour of Power from Tony Robbins every day, taking a cold shower every day, and really just showing up, just getting the basics, the fundamentals right to make FindFocus successful, to make you successful, and to get things done. And then I can implement the life hacks and the things to be more effective on the way. But the most important thing is still the character. And so something I did not realize in the past, but realize now, that sometimes it makes sense to do things that are not effective. Like, for example, if you feel exhausted and you train, you might not gain more muscle, but you get more willpower muscle. And that's something that's hard to measure, but it's still real and still there. And this builds your character, and this builds the habit of showing up every day. And in the long run, this will make a huge difference. And this will then translate into other parts of your life. For example, yesterday my wife bought like a huge bag of potato chips, and like I really like them. She bought my favorite brand, and usually like when we could watch a movie in the evening or something, I would eat the whole bag without problems. But now I felt like this is something I do not want to do. Like I started the habit of doing sports, of taking care of my body. Now this potato chips does not really fit into that. And so I still add some, but I use my kitchen safe, which is basically a time locked safe. Just got a couple of chips out into a bowl and locked away the rest of the chips so I would not eat them. So I designed I still enjoyed the chips, but I know like I would not eat the whole bag. So this was already like progress. And this is part of what I'm talking about, like building your character. Like you'll notice change over time. Maybe in the future I will not eat a single potato chip because I thought like, yeah, today I do not feel like this. Like the goal of shaping my body and becoming really fit and strong is much more important, but I'm not completely there yet. But it's still like progress in the right direction without taking too much pressure on myself. And another thing I noticed, like, is even like recording this very episode. Like, my wife is right now, like, we still need to get things done for the new house and everything, buy a new some new furniture, and my wife pressures me like, yeah, we have to go. And a couple of weeks ago, like, I would just say like, yeah, I can do the podcast episode tomorrow, but right now it's really about recording this episode every single day. So I told her, yeah, like, you have to wait at least 1 hour till I get this done and get this published on YouTube and Facebook and my podcasts, and this is a priority for me. Now that I have this clear goal of recording a podcast episode every day, I'm successful with that. Even though this might not be the best episode, I don't know, but it's just important to be consistent, to have your goals right, and then execute on this. And that's something I want you to think about, like, what kind of goals do you have, what kind of identity do you want to build, and then think about the process, the habits, the procedures, like that you have to put in place and that you try to stick to no matter what. And that's something I want to talk about today, and I hope you like this episode. Please like and subscribe to my channel wherever you're watching or listening to this, and have a great weekend, and looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.